back to the Wild Fox Alchemy channel. And yesterday I did what was supposed to be a 1-card video and it turned into 3. Well, it's happened again. I tried to shuffle cards off camera to save myself time because I want these to be really quick readings, just a little bit of inspiration and motivation for the day ahead. And I got another 3. So if this happens again tomorrow, I'm just going to stick with 3-card readings because clearly 1 card is not enough. Anyway, hi, I'm Gaian. I provide intuitive guidance for women who want to run soul-led businesses that change lives. And today's reading has come from the Nature's Whispers deck. And this is a beautiful set of oracle cards. The illustrations on this one just blow me away. I love them. This was actually the first deck that I ever bought, and I was just drawn to it because of the amazing beauty of the illustrations on this one. Now, I'm not always au fait with the meanings behind the cards on this one, even though I've had it a long time. So I may well get the book out and have a little look and see what the wisdom and guidance is in there. But for now, we'll get started because, like I said, we're all busy. We want to get on with the day. And here we go. The first card. Clear out the old. This is, as usual, a really beautiful card. There's an owl in there. There's a rose in there that's slowly dropping its petals into the water. There is almost she looks blindfolded there, and these two are clearing out her head almost in there. Let's have a look. Let's have a better look at this card. We've got a watch. We've got Stonehenge in the middle of the watch. Very, very pretty. Shooting stars. A keyhole. Through the keyholes. A lot of water. Quite a lot of water in this card. The dandelion clocks are blowing their seeds away. Okay. So I'm going to have a look in the little book at this one and see what the knowledge is in this, because I've got a funny feeling that the author of these cards will have way more to say than I will. So there we go, we've got clear out the old. Whatever you are experiencing now is a creation that you have brought into existence from past thoughts and feelings. While in this moment it may have you caught up, you can let go and begin to dream of a new reality. Let go of the aspects of this creation that no longer serve you or have a purpose. Release what has gone wrong in the past. Release all material possessions that do not serve the new dream you now want to create. Know where you are now, and you can create anew, and you can begin again. So that's really nice energy actually around this card. And it's funny because ordinarily, I was only saying this the other day to somebody, ordinarily when I lived in the UK we used to do spring cleaning, and you know, we would just clear out everything ready for the summer holidays, etc. And since I've moved to Spain it's been very different in that we almost have 2 springs here. We have obviously the springtime in February, March, April time, but we also have almost a second spring, which is round about now, sort of September, October, November, where it's still lovely and warm. It's still about 22 degrees. It's still pleasant at night. The sun comes out in the daytime and it's lovely and warm. And the plants all go crazy, and a lot of them will have a second lot of flowering. So my roses all bloomed again. And it's just a really beautiful time. But I always get the urge to do the cleaning then, now, to sort of clear out all the clutter. And I was wondering about this the other day because I was realising that on the 31st to the 1st of November we have Samhain, or Halloween, and this is the beginning of the witchy new year. And I was thinking that I seem to feel sort of really drawn to clearing out and decluttering and sort of making space for what's going to come in this new year. COVID-19 and all the rest of it, it's just, this year's just been horrible. And a lot of us have been on lockdown, and I've noticed that a lot of people have actually taken the opportunity to just clean their house from top to bottom, or clean everything out and just clear stuff out. And there's something really cathartic about that. There's something really cleansing about just making space. And obviously if you're into law of attraction and things like that, then you'll know that, you know, we have to make space for new stuff to come in by clearing out that which no longer serves us. If we don't make that space, then nothing new can ever come in. And so that's really how I feel the energy for today is, you know, clear stuff out. Have a good look at what you're doing. Is your business out of date? Are you doing things out of habit rather than because it's the right thing to do? What new, fresh stuff would come in if you cleared out the old stuff? Take a look hard at it. Take a look at what you've got. Is it old-fashioned? Is it just something you're just recycling over and over? Can you get rid of some of this stuff so that you've got room for something new to come in? Have you got products and services that maybe you look at and you think, oh gosh, they're a bit tired? Could they just be cleared out and to make space for something new? Very interesting card. So let's have a look at the next one. What have we got here? We've got vulnerability. Oh, that's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we have a child, a little fairy child, and she's asleep in a leaf. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love these cards. They're such a delight. Excuse my squeaky chair. So there she is being washed down the river in her little leaf, and she's absolutely fast asleep. And of course she's very vulnerable because she could be washed out of that leaf and fall into the water at any point. So let's see what this book says about vulnerability and how this could maybe tie in with the previous card. You may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and regroup. You are in need of some rest and relaxation. You might even be feeling overwhelmed. Take some much needed downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place out in nature. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They're constantly moving, changing and reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and nature in a deeper way. Align your rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down. Trust that everything will work out. The signs that things work themselves out are all around you. Take notice. Again, just such lovely words with a beautiful card. So if you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, maybe a little bit afraid, I think at the moment it feels like there's a lot of change afoot. And all this, you know, sort of clearing out can leave us feeling quite afraid and quite vulnerable. I talked yesterday about how I closed down my ecotherapy business recently because it just wasn't going to work in a COVID situation, and it broke my heart, and I did cry about it. I'll admit it, I did cry about it. But it's so strange how clearing out stuff that I'd worked very hard on, but I cleared it out, and it's made the space for new things to come in. But in the meantime, I felt really vulnerable. I felt extremely vulnerable, and I didn't know what to do to start with. I thought, well, if I close this down and I'm not taking clients out up in the mountains and by the ocean, what will I do? Because it's all I really know how to do. And I did feel really vulnerable, and I suppose actually that kind of fits in with the clearing out of the old there, because I cleared out the old. I knew I had to clear out the old, and I did feel extremely vulnerable. And I think you will, if you've got courses and programs, or, you know, books maybe that you look at and you think, well, they're old and tired, and they, you know, they could do with a spruce, or maybe just taking out of service altogether, then you will feel vulnerable, especially, you know, if you've relied on them for a while, or if we get emotional attachments to these things, don't we, whether we like it or not. I was very emotionally attached to Wild Fox Ecotherapy, and it was so upsetting to have to say, it's old, it's tired, it doesn't fit with the world as it is now and how it's changed. So it's all had to go, and a lot of the very deep work that I did on depression and anxiety and the the formulas I created for healing those, they're not part of this new business, not as like they were for the Wild Fox Ecotherapy business, and that's left me feeling really sort of vulnerable and open. So how are you feeling vulnerable? Do you need to withdraw and regroup? Do you need to clear out the old stuff and then take a while, take a little bit of time to withdraw and regroup and decide what your next step might be? To go out and ground yourself in nature and see what new ideas are coming up? Sounds fair to me. So what's this card? This card is Bountiful Harvest. So here we are talking about clearing out the old to bring in the new. And seriously, what's better than a bountiful harvest? Can you see? Let me show you this card now in all its glory. I mean, again, the colours on this are just to die for. They really are beautiful. And that, if that doesn't say Gaia, I don't know what does. It's a beautiful woman. She's made of flowers and colours, butterflies, and she's holding the globe, and there's a peaceful dove above that globe there. Very rainbow colours. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So bountiful harvest. I'm going to squeak again, I'll warn you. There we go. I need to oil this chair, it's terrible. So what does the book say? Let's have a look. It says, you have access to the infinite source of love and resources provided by Mother Earth and the universe. There are no demands, requirements or conditions that affect your ability to access this supply. This is a wonderful reminder and the absolute truth pertaining to the abundance that is available to you. Grant your abundance the opportunity to flow into your life. It will reshape your perspective. It will strengthen and nourish you. This phase holds a plenitude of affluence and fertility. You are lucky and blessed. Well, once again, this is a really, really clear, very clear message from Spirit, and I can't really say I can't really say much else about it apart from this is the order of the day, to clear out anything that no longer serves you, even if it makes you feel vulnerable, even if you think, well, what's going to happen, you know, will anything ever come in to replace it? Are you holding on to things in the fear that they won't be replaced, and that makes you feel vulnerable, which is understandable completely. But Spirit's telling you today, don't worry about this. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself time to regroup and withdraw, because this is what's happening for you. There's going to be a bountiful harvest. You are going to get everything, new things, new creations. You're going to be guided to find the new things that are going to bring you bounty. Now that could be abundance money-wise, prosperity-wise. It could also mean a bounty of other things. Maybe, you know, an influx of people on your email list because you've created yourself a new freebie, or a new course that brings new people to come in. And yes, you will feel vulnerable putting out something new, but this is telling you there is a bountiful harvest available to you if you do this. If you push through that vulnerability, clear out all your rubbish, then you've made space for something amazing to come in. Let nature inspire you. If you're feeling overwhelmed at the moment and you're worried about regrouping and all the rest of it, take yourself out for a walk. I know it's a bit crisp out there in certain parts of the world at the moment. Not so much here, it's not too bad, although it is quite windy. Just go out and get into nature and just breathe. Just allow Mama Nature to get under your skin a little bit and to give you some new ideas. You know, get the blood pumping a little bit and have a walk and really enjoy it and see what comes up, because I think you'll find that you get some really amazing ideas. And even if those ideas make you feel a little bit frightened, a little bit vulnerable, push on anyway. Just push on anyway and give it a go. What have you got to lose? You know, what have you got to gain? This bountiful harvest. So I'm going to leave it at that. I will remind you what I do. I am an intuitive soul healer, and I help you clear out psychological and emotional blocks to success in business. Those can be blocks such as fears, limiting beliefs, traumatic experiences that have left you feeling upset, traumatic experiences that have maybe left you fearful of being visible, fearful of speaking your truth. I deal with money blocks, so if you're wondering why you can't seem to earn past a certain amount, I can help you with that too. Also, I offer intuitive guidance about your business. You can find out all the different ways you can work with me in the comments section below. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe. All I want to do is be of service and help you create the business that you absolutely dream of, that will change your life and the lives of others as a result. So with love and magic always, I'm signing out now. Pip pip from Maria.